Hey, how's it going, guys? So we're actually gonna be trying something new this time. So in one of my live streams a long time ago, I did like several videos like Would You Rather, and those videos were really fun, and I had a lot of subscribers and viewers that like enjoyed like participating in it. Like which one of these would you choose and things like that. But this time, instead of doing a live stream, I actually have members and subscribers from my channel in a Discord, and we're just gonna be like voicing instead, and also like giving our opinions and give reasons why we chose what we chose. So we're gonna be doing a few of those videos, but I mean this is only gonna be one. I'm only gonna show one video each, so either way, we'll just see like what kind of choices there are and what choices we make. So without anything else, let's just jump right into it. Okay, let's begin, guys.
All right, sounds good.
Hey Blitzers, welcome back to Quiz Blitz. Would you rather? Luxury edition. It's time to make some...
Whoa! Hold the hell on. What the hell? What is this?
That's gold foil food. Basically there's people who like to eat indigestible gold. Like the really, really wealthy people.
Yeah, no, thank you.
big decisions with these
Yeah,
60
no,
luxury
it's-
choices.
Stomach?
It's very gross.
Before starting, please
This is
subscribe
what
to
you
the Quiz
purchase when
Blitz
you
channel
have so
for
much
more
money you don't know
exciting
what to do with
quizzes.
it.
First question. Would you rather have an elevator or have escalators?
Do they mean in general or do they mean like installed in your house? I'm confused.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about that just now too. How about this? We'll
That's
we'll just say like if you have a house big enough.
Okay, so we're not saying in general. We're just saying like
Yeah, if you had like a
if
mansion.
you could have one or the other installed in your home.
Doggin says escalators.
Yeah,
I choose escalators too.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to go with elevator. Escalators seems more, I don't know, if someone walks into your house and the first thing they see is escalators going to the second floor, I don't know, that just gives off a weird impression to me. But if you've got like a staircase on one side and an elevator on the other, that's both practical and a bit classier.
Yeah, I actually
Yeah, I was
agree with that too. I mean, Doggin says it takes time to get in and press the button though. But
Honestly, just when it comes to practicality, the elevator makes more sense. Like, let's say you've got to bring a big package from the first floor to the second
Yeah, there you
floor,
go.
or you
It's
want
also-
easy access to the basement.
yeah,
you
I mean,
know?
I was thinking about that too.
Yeah.
Like, say for instance, I wanted to like get like this big TV on the second floor bedroom or something like that. Then the elevator could like accommodate bringing it up there, while the escalators, you're gonna have to take your chances.
Plus, I think you'd have to like replace your stairs with escalators. I like having both as an option. Like, you can go stairs or elevator.
Yeah. So
That's my logic.
yeah, so I think about like maybe 3 of us chose elevators and 2 of us chose escalators.
Pretty even. Okay.
By the way, I'm just gonna lower the volume a little bit so that way I could hear you guys, because I don't think we really need to hear like the guy saying much or the music.
No, not really.
Or own a helicopter?
All right.
Well, that's easy.
Should I start?
I mean, whoever
Go
wants
ahead.
to.
Okay. And the thing with a helicopter is it's way more expensive, but you need expensive training to know how to use a helicopter, or you'd have to hire someone who knows how to use the helicopter.
Okay, say
Limousine.
for instance, you have the money. Like you don't have to worry about the costs. Which one
Oh,
would you?
I don't have to worry about training or cost. I can just have one of these two.
Yeah. Say for instance, like money's not an issue.
Oh, helicopter. Easy, hands down.
Helicopter.
Okay. For me, I would also say helicopter as well, because here's the thing about limousine. It's fine, but however, it can only be fine in like certain areas, like maybe rural suburbans and things like that. If you take that limousine into the city, good luck.
Exactly.
And the
I
helicopter,
think
you can go
you do
anywhere.
have to worry about airspace though if you have a helicopter. Like, you could get in big trouble if you like fly a helicopter over a city without permission.
Yeah, I mean, there's
that comes
pros and
that
cons.
comes with the training, so
Yeah, there's
Right,
pros
but
and
if
cons.
you have the training, then you know to like communicate with airspace and be like, hey, do I have permission to go to this area? Stuff like that.
Yeah.
Doggin says, fun fact: there is no helipads in New York City, only heliports. All right, well, I'm just gonna drop a rope and rappel down then. That's how I'm doing. That's how I'm getting there.
What's your
A helicopter sounds very useful to me.
Yeah.
Plus, that's, I don't know,
It's just cooler.
more style points. It is cooler, in my opinion.
Own a sailboat or own a yacht?
Well,
If you don't have to worry about expenses or anything like that, probably the yacht, I would say.
yeah. I
Although
mean,
sailboats are nice.
yeah. I mean, I think there's like a good pros and cons for both. But I mean, like sailboat, you gotta like think about like the wind and basically you're back to the old 1700s.
Yeah, exactly.
But
I think in this case, it really depends on what you want to use the boat for. If you want to have luxury time, you just want to have a boat, you just want to go out and be there for a bit, then the yacht for sure. But if you're someone who's into like sailing or the challenge of a sailboat, definitely go with that one. And that one's kind of cooler. Like if you show up in your yacht, someone's going to say, "Oh yeah, there's another rich guy." You show up in your sailboat, that's making a statement.
You're gonna get a lot more respect if you
Yeah.
roll up with a sailboat and know how to use it. Yeah.
That being said, I would go with the yacht because I
Yeah,
don't really care for it.
I was gonna say it would, like, the amount of learning you'd have to do to use the sailboat properly, or you'd have to hire someone to use the sailboat. So
Doggins,
I prefer the yacht.
Doggins says yacht. I'd like to be a pirate.
Okay.
I mean, for me, I'll just go with the yacht on this one because I mean the sailboat's cool and all that, but you know what? No explanation. Yacht.
I don't think there
Oh.
needs to be a lot of explanation.
I mean, sure, there's a lot of factors that
Oh.
go into it, but
Yeah,
Oh.
I'll pick a yacht.
oh, Kenny, you say yacht?
Okay,
Okay.
gotcha.
Eat at an underwater restaurant or sleep in an underwater hotel?
I have to think about this one for a second.
For me, I would just eat at an underwater restaurant because at least you're only there for a moment and you're out. Because here's the problem: if you sleep in an underwater hotel, I mean, you saw Jaws, right?
Mhm.
Jaws and what's that movie? Meg. I mean, and you guys saw Meg, right?
Yeah.
You remember that little girl who was like chasing that little orb and she looked her right out the window and there was like a big ass shark? I have a feeling that's what's gonna happen. Like one day you're gonna wake up and look right out the window and there's a shark there saying like, "Hey, what's up, man?" You know this glass.
Honestly,
You know this glass ain't gonna keep me out.
I was gonna say, Will, do you fear the ocean? Like, do you have I forget exactly what it's called, but it's like fear of open bodies of water
No.
or what's in the ocean.
No. Oh, well, I mean, like I swam in the ocean before, and also I've been on like those like big aircraft carriers like out in the ocean just for a little bit. But
Oh, nice.
I'm just like thinking about the factors of like in the movies, like you know Jaws and all that.
It's fair. If the underwater hotel is like 100% safe, like there's been no accidents in its history of like water leaking in or anything like that, I would do the underwater hotel because that just sounds like such a cool place to go.
Yeah, but ever heard of first time for everything?
Yeah, I know, but the same could technically happen in the restaurant. The only difference is you would be asleep and be in the area for longer in a hotel.
Hey, the front desk is gonna give you your key and say like, "Oh, if you see a huge crack on the glass, please don't worry about it."
Yeah, again, if it's safe, I would do the underwater hotel.
All right, Doggin says, "I'd not sleep. I'd eat at it because I'm terrified of the 2013 incident at Germany where someone was crushed by an aquarium bursting and the water crushing them." Yeah, that is fair enough.
That's fair.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay,
I think I'd go
Oh,
with
yeah.
the hotel. I just think it would be cooler seeing that right when I wake up, just the view. The restaurant would be cool too. I just feel like it would. I don't know. Depends how it's laid out.
Bro, look at the shark
it
right
would be-
here. He's already like, hey, who's
That'd
here,
be
man?
So cool. That'd be so cool.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel like I would get to the underwater restaurant and have to leave already and be like, "Aw." Meanwhile, the hotel, I can just kind of chill there and look at the fish. or
I know.
what.
Well, I mean, like if you're in the underwater restaurant, you'll be eating, and then the shark's going by. It's like, oh, you eating? Oh, don't worry, it'll be my turn soon. All right, Kenny, you want to say something?
So I'll choose the underwater hotel if it's safe, but I would also take the underwater restaurant if I could like pick if like a fish swims by, I can like pick that
Okay.
fish.
How about this? How about this? How about this?
I mean, that
Both are
fish in
safe.
particular.
Both are completely safe. You know for a fact there's not going to be a single accident or like damages or anything. What would you guys choose? I would still choose the restaurant.
Hotel.
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 Hotel. Got it. But yeah, I mean, like that's what I'm thinking. Like, see, this shark is already like plotting. Oh man, this is funny. See, dude, this is so much better when you do it with the group.
Oh yeah, way more
Drive a
interesting.
Formula One car or pilot a plane.
Ooh,
Ooh, that's a good one.
damn, Doggin didn't even hesitate. He said F1.
I was gonna say if they're not specifying the plane, like it could be a propeller plane or it could be like a full on like Gen 5 military plane. Like if they don't specify, I'm gonna choose the plane.
Yeah, that's why I noticed. Like, they would just ask you like the experience, but they won't like really go into details. That's the thing I noticed about these videos.
The only thing is like if they found well, actually, no. You can still fly planes if you wear eyewear, right? Like if you have to use prescription glasses and stuff like
Yes.
I believe so. Yeah, because
Not
I'm
military jets, but
yeah,
yes.
not military, but civilian, commercial. Yes, because
that.
I've
Yeah,
seen.
I was gonna say civilian commercial. You could. It's when you try to join Air Force, you use military aircraft. You can't do that. Yeah, I think like both are really cool. I would be happy with either experience, but I think I would choose the plane.
Okay.
I feel like I would choose the plane, but both options I'm ending in the dirt.
All right. Hey, Doggin says that he might have gotten his mic working.
Okay.
Okay, but for me personally, I would actually choose the Formula One car, and because growing up, I've always seen like racing, and also played a lot of racing games like Hot Wheels and things like that. So I think maybe that's kind of like why I kind of grew up on that side more than planes.
All right.
All right. Man, like I said, I say the funniest one we had so far is the underwater. I'm like,
That one
was good.
what stirred a little.
yeah, and I was
That
just
one was a
I was
conversation.
putting, yeah, I was putting out scenarios.
Yeah.
Ferrari or Lamborghini?
Ooh,
Oh, I'm not much of a car
Right.
person, so this will be interesting. I mean, they're both cool cars.
hey, doesn't Ferrari have like some sort of like exclusive club?
I don't know.
Honestly, I have no idea.
Like, wait, because I mean, I think they had like, because Ferrari, I think they had like strict rules on their cars and things like that.
I don't know. I don't know anything about that.
Yeah, I'm not a car person.
Yeah,
So I'm just
these-
going off
I-
those two pictures.
Okay, fine, just the car. Oh, Doggin says Ferrari sues you if you try to mod it, and you gotta have a live-in mechanic for your car. Damn.
wow.
I'm good.
Okay,
I'm
I
going
mean,
with
if
Lambo.
if they're that strict, Lamborghini.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Definitely.
Okay, yeah. So basically, I don't know about you really have to have a live-in mechanic for your car. I mean, like
Apparently.
I mean, I understand on the part of modding it because I get it. Like a company wouldn't want you to, like trying to like mess up with your car, mess up their products and things like that. But it's handmade and it wears down a lot. Oh, I think to prevent modding it, it ensures that you will keep on coming back for repairs in a way.
Yeah, I mean, that's what a lot of these companies do. They want you to be exclusive to them. Kind of like Tesla, I'm pretty sure you can't even like access it. Like they have the key to like access the engine block and stuff like that, if I remember correctly.
Then I'm gonna go with Lambo just because of the rules with the Ferrari
Yeah,
company.
I was gonna say probably the one with the laxest rules is probably the one that
Mhm.
I would go with.
All right. Anyone else?
I'll choose the Lambo.
Okay, I think we got unanimous on the Lambos.
I was gonna say if we had a car person, this would have been a very interesting conversation, but I don't think of any of us are car enthusiasts, so
Would you rather have a water park or have an amusement park?
oh,
Ooh.
Hey, I'm gonna go
that's
first.
the
I'm gonna say I say amusement park because they will, in my opinion, I think they're gonna generate a lot more revenue. Because here's the thing, the water park in a way is kind of like more seasonal. Because if it's too cold, no one wants to go there. But amusement park, you can still have like few customers even if it's really hot or cold.
I think the amusement park just has a lot more options. Like water park is a little more specific with like what kind of stuff you can go on. Amusement park, I feel like there's a lot more variety.
Yeah, which is
So-
why they draw in a lot more revenue. And hey, look at that, Doggin agrees with me.
Yeah, no, I think the rides on an like water parks are fun. Don't get me wrong, but I think the amount of different rides on amusement parks is just more exciting for me. So that's probably what I'm gonna choose.
Okay.
I have
Here's
a
the thing. Oh, go ahead.
I have a question. Is it like a personal use water park or amusement park, or is it like a business you have?
I would say business. I mean, like making an amusement park. I mean, you think you're gonna have an entire park to yourself? Oh well, there would be people like that, but
I was gonna say amusement park is more expensive to maintain and probably has more safety regulations that you have to like
hence why
work
you.
around.
Hey, hence why you're able to generate more revenue. So at least you could keep up with the costs. Because I mean, water parks, you're also
Yeah.
gonna have to like keep up with the maintenance as well. But if you have like one season, think about it. One season where there's no one coming in, like no customers, then that's gonna take a hit on your profits.
Right, but that also could give you time to like fix things and like update it and stuff like that.
Well, amusement parks
but
can do
yeah,
that
that's
too.
fair.
Yeah, amusement parks could do that too. They've had like announcements saying like we're gonna close the amusement park for like a week just for maintenance and repairs. I've seen it happen before.
Mhm.
So I would still say amusement park. But yes, Kenny, to your question, like if it was like for the general public for business.
Okay, then I'll go for amusement park.
Okay.
I was thinking it never. I've seen in several cases where the amusement park has the water park section inside of it.
Yeah, I've seen
So
that
really, it's saying, would you like a small park or a big park?
too.
And why would you want the small one?
Yeah, basically.
All right. So
Like, aren't there like the water toboggans in the amusement parks and stuff?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So I guess it's unanimous on amusement park.
I mean, yeah, it's just an upgrade water park essentially.
Private jet or yacht?
Oh,
Oh,
private jet. I'm going private jet.
honestly, oh god, that's tricky because I do like being by the water.
But
Being
do
by the
you want
water
to hear
is
my
very
reasoning
relaxing
why?
and nice.
Do you want to hear my reasoning?
Sure, go ahead.
So private jet, in my opinion, has like more access and easier to travel everywhere. Because say for instance, you're on a yacht and you want to go somewhere like to another continent. The thing is, you're only on water. What if there's a huge continent in the way? You got to go around that thing.
Right. Yeah, no, private jet, like you can pretty much go anywhere there's an airport, you know,
Mhm.
as long as you get permission and all that stuff. Meanwhile, a yacht is like you would have to transport the yacht to like different bodies of water, which might be a pain.
Mhm.
So yeah, I guess just for how useful it would be, I'd probably go with private jet.
Anyone else?
I'll choose the jet.
Okay. Doggin says jet.
I will say though, like both are very expensive to maintain, but jet fuel
Oh,
and
yeah.
jet repairs is insanely expensive.
I'm pretty sure the yacht expenses will be pretty expensive too. And
Yeah, no,
Joe Doggin says as long as you ain't using it like Taylor Swift, then you're good.
You pretty much like be a little bit like
You don't need to fly everywhere.
exactly.
Oh, that's funny.
Would you rather earn $10,000 a month or get $1 million now?
Oh, math.
Let me get my
Hang on.
calculator. I'll be right
Yeah,
back.
let me get the calculator out real quick.
Okay, but I mean, here's the thing: when he says get $1 million now, does he mean like a one-time thing?
I think it's one time.
Probably up front. Yeah, like one time.
Okay, so basically, to get to $1 million, if you earn 10,000 a month, that's basically 100 months.
Okay, so
Yeah, it's about 8.5
in
years.
100 days, according to this calculation, you would get the $1 million. So you'd have to wait 100 days to match the 1 million.
100 days, or you mean 100
Wait.
months?
Wait, hang on.
100 months.
So, oh wait, oh, it's per month. Okay, hang on.
It's 100 months.
I thought for some reason I thought it was week, not month. My bad.
Oh, that would be
So
amazing.
wait, 100. Wait, so 100 months would be like that's about
$1 million. Oh, wait,
That's
no.
about 9.
8 and
Yeah, it's
some.
about 9 years. You'd have to wait about 9 years to match the million,
Yeah,
roughly.
yeah, but I mean, like, but I think the $10,000 a month, it didn't say like how many months. So I guess this could like go on for a while. While the get $1 million now, it just sounds like it's a one-time deal.
In my experience, getting so much money up front is
So-
usually pretty bad because then it like gets spent really quickly or you get taxed on it like
Yeah, that's-
really fast.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it goes. So basically, this question is like, would you rather get the amount right now, or would you rather wait 8 to 9 years for it?
And
And
honestly,
after
And keep on
that,
going, yeah.
continue accumulating it.
Yeah, so I would go
yeah,
with the 10,000 a month.
$10,000 a month is $120K a year. Add that onto your base salary, whatever you're making. That's pretty solid.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that is really solid.
Doggin says 10K a month.
Hey, you can live comfortably off of 10 grand a month.
Shit,
Like,
yeah.
I definitely 10 grand a month, 100%. I was just curious about the math, like how long it would take to get to the 1 million.
Yeah,
if you were to
I
wait.
grabbed my phone too as soon as I saw this too, so I understand.
Mhm.
But I guess we're pretty much unanimous on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be awesome. 10 grand a month, just for free.
Shit.
Rolex or Hublot?
Okay,
I mean, I don't know these brands at all.
I only know Rolex because my grandfather has a Rolex. I don't know much about Hublot.
I don't know like much about either of these.
How about this? Just by the
So-
looks of those watches, which one would you take?
Rolex.
Rolex? Okay.
Honestly, I'm just gonna go with simple Rolex. Like, yeah, I almost feel like there's too much going on with the Hublocks, but
I like the face of the Hublot. I don't like the color, so I wouldn't wear it. So I'd have to go with the Rolex.
Okay.
yeah, Rolex. I don't know, like simple and practical.
Doggin says they sell for kind of the same price, so I guess it comes down to like how, what kind of look of the watch do you prefer?
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm going with Rolex.
Could have both.
I don't know. I just feel like there's too much going on with the Hublocks.
God damn.
Okay.
Which one sells for more? Because I don't want to keep either of these.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I would, if we go off of your question, Vendrix, I would go with the gold shoes because no one in hell is gonna touch a gold toilet if you used it once.
No, here's the thing.
Ah,
The gold
I mean-
shoe probably heavy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you put those on your feet, all you're gonna hear is clink, clink, clink.
well, I guess the question is it how much gold? Because is it just gold? What's it called? Gold foil? Like you just put gold foil over the surface of the object?
No, this looks like it's like solid gold because look at
I'm assuming solid gold.
yeah.
So we're gonna assume both of these are made entirely of solid gold.
Yeah, like it's not gold painted, it's not gold
I
foiled.
mean,
This thing is
You
solid
could-
gold.
You know how many gold bars you could get out of melting down a golden toilet?
Hey, here's the thing. Gold shoes, you know, I'm willing to bet that there are a few celebrities that are willing to pay for something like that because some of the things that they would wear is something else.
So
Not
you'd
to
either
mention
ha-
the
you could either play it safe with the gold toilet because of the amount of gold, or you could bank on the fact that someone's willing to spend more than you would get for the gold toilet on the gold shoes.
Not to mention the artistic value of those shoes, because someone put the time into putting those swirls on there, and that's going to drive the price up.
Oh yeah, hey,
True.
he's got a point there too. I mean,
yeah,
you
I guess it's just a gamble of would you play it safe or would you like auction it till you get enough.
Let's see. Doggin says, I know that Shaq would probably pay more for those shoes.
Honestly, if you're going the auction route, like trying to sell them off, you probably would get more for the shoes because of the artistic value.
Yeah, like I said.
Mm-hmm.
So
I also feel like one millionaire out there would want a golden toilet.
yeah,
Oh, of course there would.
Oh, yeah.
But
yeah, but I'm just saying, like, when it comes to seeing like some of the fashion some people have, the shoes would probably be a little bit easier to sell because of the artistry on the shoes and everything.
yeah. All right. Yeah, I think I'll go with shoes.
All right.
I'm sure someone will pay enough for them.
Yeah, and then you could just lie about who made them, and then you could probably sell more.
Then you get sued after.
No. Well, that's why. That's why you pay. That's why you pay off the judge.
With shoes.
Yep, with the shoe.
I'll give you the shoe, Judge.
Ooh,
Oh, another
car thing. For me, I would go with the Audi because I've been in a BMW before. Like I didn't own it. Like I've driven it before, but I don't know. The Audi kind of looks like it's been like with like certain like higher class. I don't want to say higher class, like more wealthier
So-
people than the BMW. But then again, the BMW is actually pretty good too.
So I've driven both Subaru and Volkswagen vehicles. Obviously, these are just like more expensive versions of those two brands, basically. I don't know. Like again, I'm not a car person, but I have had a lot of fun driving Volkswagens. Like if these were in like brand new condition, the Audi's probably going to be a bit more fun, but I think both could be quite fun.
You know what? I'm gonna go with
once
Audi.
again I'm once again having to go off of just the way they look, and I'm not a big fan of the modern SUV designs, so I'm gonna go with the BMW.
Okay.
Okay.
Same.
BMW. Okay.
If it's just like pick a car like from the company, definitely Audi. Otherwise, I'd probably pick the BMW.
Cool. So it looks like we're kind of split down the middle on this one.
German cars can be fun. They can be fun to drive.
Yep. But they could be one hell of a pain to maintain if something breaks.
Oh, absolutely. Plus, once we pass 100,000 miles, they're gonna have a lot of issues, and at that point, you probably just want to sell it.
Visit space or explore.
All right.
Ooh, good question.
I kind of want to.
Well-
For me personally, I do want to visit space more. I don't know if it's because of Star Wars and all that, but that's why.
I think the problem with exploring the oceans is if you go too far deep, like it's just going to be pitch black at that point. So you're mostly like exploring parts of the ocean that still have sunlight going through, which is still really cool.
Bro, that train looks like
but-
it's on its way to Atlantis.
I don't think we're supposed to take the images literally, but maybe we are. I don't know.
Bro, look how many sharks are in that picture too. They're like, "Hey, we ready?"
Damn! Look at that buffet line.
I know, dude. They're like, "Hey, just for us."
We're the shrimp at the conveyor belt.
Oh my god.
But yeah, I think
Doggin asked,
I've always
"Where in
thought
space though?" I don't know, man. Dude.
Anywhere you want.
I'm guessing like a satellite or space station is probably where you'd be.
I don't know, man.
Going
Just
in
say we go
space.
up there.
Yeah, I guess where in space does matter, because then you could run into the same problem Vendrix was talking about. If you go into deep interstellar space, there's nothing there. All you see are stars in the distance.
Oh yeah.
Well.
But I do
If
think
we
the
assume visit
experience-
space is like
Okay,
a
how about-
satellite around the Earth.
How about how about this?
probably.
How about here to the moon and back, or just like you orbit the Earth? How about that?
Yeah, space. I also just want to experience the weightlessness up there, and I think it would be super cool to see the Earth from above.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So that's how I go with
I-
space.
I have acrophobia, but that might be canceled out if I'm like really so far up in the air that the earth just looks like a marble. Like that might cancel it out. Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably choose to visit space. I've always would want to see the Earth from like space. I think that'd be super cool to look at.
Yeah, like I said, man, dude, explore the oceans. All it takes is you just see one really big ass fin, and then next thing you know, you hear the Jaws theme music.
I will say though, exploring the oceans is pretty close to visiting space.
If you go deep enough in the ocean, it's basically space without stars.
Hey,
That's what I'm saying.
He's got
it
a point
becomes
there. He's got a
pitch
point there.
black once you get far enough. Yeah.
Hey, Doggin says if you get Moonrock, they sell for 34 million.
Oh dang. Okay.
All right, hey, I'm bringing a pickaxe.
Yeah.
Oh man, but so it sounds like pretty much everyone said space.
Seems like it. Yeah. I mean, space is cool.
Would you rather
Space
live
is
in the
nice.
Bahamas or live in Dubai?
Ooh,
Oh.
Um,
I wish I knew a little more about these places. I don't feel like I'm educated enough to give a good answer on
So-
this.
I think Dubai has like garbage trucks that are just filled with poop.
You know, I'm gonna look up both of these really quick. I know the Bahamas more than I know Dubai.
all I know
Oh, for
is
me, it's the other way
Bahamas is islands, and Dubai is a city in the middle of the desert.
yeah, and they said that the real danger in Dubai, like nature-wise, is like sandstorms.
Yeah.
I learned that.
Most populous city in United Arab Emirates, something like that. Okay.
Yeah, Bahamas. I mean, I don't know. I kind of. I mean, basically, Bahamas is like pretty humid as well. So if you guys can't handle humidity, I recommend Dubai because it's more dry heat.
I was gonna say you want to visit the Bahamas when it's winter, 100%.
Oh,
Like it's where you want to live
point.
when it's winter time.
hey, Doggin says Dubai has a 7-star hotel, and there's a building that has a 360 degrees around the, like 360 degrees infinity around the top penthouse.
Okay.
7 stars?
So basically, it's the question
Oh,
of would you
infinity
rather
pool.
live on a hot, humid island, or would you rather live in a crazy populated, like a city that has like a lot of cool stuff there?
Yeah, basically. But
I
feel
don't
like
know.
it-
This is kind of tricky, but probably the Bahamas. I think.
okay.
I think I'm more of an island person than a city person.
I'm gonna
I
go with
feel
Dubai.
like I'll go. I feel like
Although-
I'll go with the Bahamas since in Dubai I am Spec Ops: The Line.
Oh my
Uh,
god. I played that game too, but I don't think that's a that's basically an everyday life of Dubai. Oh my.
There's a chance.
I am definitely not an island person. I'm not particularly a city person, but I'll take Dubai.
Okay, so it sounds like
All right.
4 people went Dubai and 1 person went Bahamas.
Wait, wasn't it 2 people that went Bahamas?
Wait.
I want to go to the Bahamas.
Oh, you wanted to go Bahamas. Oh, my bad. So 2 people Bahamas, 3 people Dubai.
Pretty split. Okay.
Well, I mean, we have an odd number, so there's not much we could do.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know. No, that's what I'm saying. If it's 2 and 3, then it's pretty much 50-50.
Or unlimited KFC?
Oh,
I picked
god.
neither.
I was gonna say I wouldn't tap into this too often. Like,
I mean,
at most
do
I
you guys-
might
do you
do
guys-
this to feed homeless people.
Yeah, I mean, would you guys rather have unlimited burgers or unlimited chicken? That's basically what it comes down to.
Well,
mostly.
I mean, there's a little bit of variety in both of their menus.
Yeah, but if you take a
and-
look at the main or like what they really go, but for me, I'm actually gonna go with McDonald's because I don't know, maybe because I kind of grew up on McDonald's a little bit more than KFC, so maybe that's why.
All right. So I'm gonna choose McDonald's because I went to KFC one time and it was not a pleasant experience. Like I just did not enjoy the food there. I don't know if it was just the restaurant itself or if it was like KFC brand, I don't know, but I'm choosing McDonald's.
Okay.
I just do not care for fried chicken, so I'd barely eat anything if I had the unlimited KFC, so I'm just gonna have to go with McDonald's.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go with Mickey D's.
Doggin says McDonald's because the chicken sandwich is fire.
Wow, unanimously
Right.
McDonald's. That's I kind of didn't expect that actually.
Oh, hey guys, by the way, right now we're only 4 minutes into the video, and so far we're 36 minutes into the recording.
Well, yeah, because we keep pausing and discussing why we're
Hey,
choosing what we're choosing.
It's a lot of fun though.
Go on a
Oh yeah,
safari
no, I enjoy
or
these.
dog sledding in Lapland.
Ooh.
Ooh. Oh man,
What is
oh,
Lapland?
that's a tough one. What's that?
What is Lapland?
I think some.
Lapland is
Wait.
like. Hang on.
Lapland is basically Finland's northernmost region. So it's pretty close up north.
Oh, okay, yeah. You basically, it's like northern Eastern Europe. Like,
It's known for its magical winter landscapes and northern lights viewing.
oh yeah,
You're
it's
right,
like
you
it's
sold it.
like the tip of Finland. It's right next to Sweden and Norway.
And it also comes down to like, would you prefer the hot or the cold?
I'm going
I've
dogs
seen
again.
so many safari videos of animals like trying to get into people's cars and stuff and flipping them over. Like I've seen so many videos of people in safaris experiencing that. So, I mean, I just get to sled and be in nature and be with a bunch of huskies. Like, I love me some huskies.
Doggin chose Lapland.
Honestly, like I would love to see the exotic animals of Africa. I just feel like it'd be so dangerous.
Wait, hold on. What?
Compared to dog sledding.
Why is the elephant so damn small next to the car?
Because it's photoshopped.
Or is it like a
Or it's
baby?
AI generated.
or
I've
baby
noticed
elephant.
a lot
AI
of these have
generated.
been AI.
Or is
Maybe
it?
it's some
Say
baby
AI.
elephants.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too, but I was like, if
They're
that's
just
a
baby elephants.
yeah, but if it's a baby elephant, you might want to back up because Mama's gonna come in.
Yeah,
I know.
I was gonna say they should not be that close to the baby elephants. The mama's gonna tip that
I
car
know.
right over.
He's like, she's gonna like, what's up?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god, that's funny. But it sounds like most of us chose Lapland because I chose Lapland too.
Yep.
Yep, Lapland.
All right,
We should all go to Lapland and go dog sledding together.
Yeah.
that's
Let's
good.
do that.
That's a big ass sled we need and a lot of dogs.
Rolls Royce or Bentley?
Ooh,
Another one.
Got an
Rolls
idea?
Oh,
Royce.
another car question.
How about
I
this?
don't know either of
To
these
make it-
at all.
how about this? Basically, this is as far as I know. We'll just go off the looks, but however, as far as I know, Bentley. The first time I ever heard of Bentley is like voice automated. Like you turn it on with your voice. But I'm a little bit more on the Rolls Royce because I did see a lot in like many movies and things like that. So basically, if it comes down to the looks, I actually do want the Rolls Royce because dude, that looks clean. And on top of that, I don't know about the voice automated because someone could just like record my voice and can just steal my car.
Yeah, Rolls Royce is like all the way customizable. If you want diamonds in your car, they'll put diamonds.
I'll go Rolls
Dang.
Royce. Hey, I like how I managed Doggin went Bentley, and then I said my reason of like recording my voice, and then he says, "Nope, never mind, Rolls Royce."
Just based off of that, because I literally know nothing about either of these brands or vehicles, I'm gonna go with Rolls Royce.
Okay.
So is everyone
Um,
choosing Rolls Royce?
And I have to
Sounds
agree
like
with you. I don't know anything, so
Well, I mean, we did have one Bentley, but then Doggin pretty much heard my reasoning and chose Rolls Royce. So everyone chose Rolls Royce.
Buy a cabin in the mountains or buy a beachfront house?
Beachfront.
Ooh.
Think about it.
mountains.
Here's what I have to say. The problem with beachfront is you're gonna lose that in a hurricane. Like you're gonna get that, and then a hurricane's just gonna roll up, and it's just gonna
Bro,
take that shit out
Within
immediately.
2 days.
Look at
Within
right
2
here.
days.
Look at right here. This looks like an avalanche already forming.
That's fine.
I
It's a
feel
pretty
like
few.
I feel like it's gonna be far enough away from the mountains that an avalanche won't take it out. Like, I think they have to take that into account when they're building deciding the location of the cabin.
Doggin asked, "How big is the cabin?" I don't know. This thing looks like a 2-story. It looks like the same.
That's a 3-story.
Okay,
Yeah,
I don't know if
looks
this counts.
2-story. Yeah,
I don't know. Maybe this counts a
that
little bit,
an
but
attic?
yeah, it kind of looks like that. But let's just say they're the same size.
Sure, just for the sake of simplicity. Mountains. I do love the beach, and I think it would be nice. But when it comes to like how long you're going to keep both, I think the cabin in the mountains is going to last a lot longer than the beachfront.
I could live in that cabin for the rest of my life. It looks amazing.
Yeah, exactly. Plus, you're like super isolated. Like it's
Oh,
it's
yes.
kind of it's a nice way to get away from things. If
I
you
just need a
ever
Wi-Fi
to.
uplink and I'll be fine.
Yeah, you just need Wi-Fi, like that, and then you're good.
Man, you better tip whoever
And
DoorDash
maybe
is.
someone who can ship you, who can give you food shipments, so that way you don't have to go grocery shopping.
Yeah, I was about to say
Someone
that,
just
but
sends you food.
yeah, but you better be paying them well because they're like, man, dude, I'm coming up this mountain the whole time.
I mean, just give them snowmobiles,
Bro,
or something.
bro, Doggin said
Give him a
after.
helicopter.
Bro, Doggin says after a Mr. Ballin video, you might not want a cabin anymore. Oh man.
I don't know.
I'm not
like,
changing my mind no matter
I'm
what.
not changing my mind. Like even if I hear like, oh, there's some creepy stories about this place, I'd be like, that's fine. I'll just bring a shotgun.
I don't know, man. Dude,
Like a lot of the times, these people don't have weapons, and that's just fucking stupid.
hey, one blast from a shotgun, and you'll be like, "Hey, is that snow supposed to be falling from the mountain?"
Okay, I've seen tests on like what is necessary to cause avalanches to happen unnaturally. You need like literal explosives to get those things to come down.
All right, so it sounds like everyone chose mountains, and I guess I'm the only one that chose a beachfront.
I mean, if a hurricane doesn't hit it, you're in luck.
Yeah, hey, I'll do my
Or if it doesn't
research.
get flooded.
I'll do my research.
Living
Yeah.
room or a home theater?
Gaming
Ooh.
room, gaming room.
Ooh.
With what I do, I need a
Gaming
gaming
room.
room.
The home theater looks nice, but I probably would prefer a gaming room.
Dude,
I
that
think I'd be
game.
using the gaming room more than the home theater.
Dude, look at that thing, man. Dude, I would take this.
Yeah, that's a pretty nice room. And I think the thing about a home theater is like, yeah, it's cool.
But you need a
also
lot of
part
people.
the theater experience is going to the theater itself. So if you're just like walking across your house, it kind of defeats the purpose. And then you just have a really big TV, and that's it.
Yeah.
Plus,
But-
you have to have friends to bring over
Yeah.
to your home theater.
Yeah, I've been managing fine on like watching movies and all that. So for me, it's gaming room.
Yeah, no, I just feel like I'd be using the gaming room way more than the home theater. So that's why I'm going with that.
Kenny says gaming. Looks like he muted himself because he did say he wasn't feeling good, and people will be coming in. So, all right. So it looks like
Okay.
pretty much everyone chose gaming room.
Buy the Statue of Liberty or buy the Eiffel Tower?
What the hell?
Excuse what? I don't think that's legal. I don't think you can do that.
Okay, say it's legal.
I'm pretty confident you can't buy national landmarks.
Okay, say it is legal. The
But for the sake of this, let's say you are allowed to do that and just brag like, "Oh, I own the Eiffel Tower. Oh, I own the Statue of Liberty."
I'm actually gonna
Okay.
choose. Man, that's actually, you know what? I might actually go with the Statue of Liberty. I'm gonna be modifying that thing.
Okay, I'm choosing the Eiffel Tower for a very petty reason.
Oh.
It's because you legally can't take pictures of the Eiffel Tower due to copyright reasons. So
Really?
if I purchase the Eiffel Tower and I purchase the rights, people can finally take pictures of the Eiffel Tower again.
Oh wow, well, community service, public service.
Because if I remember correctly, when the Eiffel Tower was originally built, you could take pictures of it because it was like public domain, right? But when they added, like, I forget if it's the little thing at the top of the tower or some stupid shit like that. Once they did that, because it's owned by like a separate company or something, they're like, no, you can't take pictures of it because it includes our stuff. It's really dumb.
That's crazy.
So-
Guess
I
I'm
would
a
do it
wanted man in France.
For
then.
that one reason.
Doggin chooses Statue of Liberty. So everyone has.
I'm gonna go with Eiffel Tower, I guess. just because it's bigger.
Okay. And Kenny chooses Statue of Liberty because we already have the Eiffel Tower in Las Vegas. Okay.
Fair enough.
So 3 Statue of Liberties and 2 Eiffel Towers.
Pad or a MacBook?
MacBook.
Yeah, MacBook, I guess.
And Kenny and Doggin says MacBook. What about you, Vendrix?
I'll go MacBook.
All right. So unanimous on MacBook. That was quick.
Have a sauna or have a hot tub?
Ooh.
It's up to you to decide.
I would go with a hot tub.
I think hot tub. Saunas are nice, but it's also more refreshing, I think, to have the actual water there.
So hot tub?
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm gonna have to agree with that. I think the hot tub I'm gonna be using more than the sauna.
Kenny says I never really liked either. Fair enough. But I guess it's pretty much a unanimous hot tub.
Xbox or PlayStation?
PlayStation. I grew up with PlayStation.
PC's the master race, so both of these kind of suck, but watch how many people get angry at me saying that. Anyway, I don't know. They both have their issues, but I do tend to notice I like the exclusives of PlayStation more than Xbox, so probably PlayStation.
Okay. Kenny says Xbox because he grew up with it. Doggin says PlayStation.
I like the PlayStation controllers more, but nah, you know what, PlayStation.
Okay.
Would you rather a gold ring or a diamond ring?
I actually don't know which is more expensive off the top of my head.
I think it may be the diamond.
Probably.
Let's see. On average, diamonds are generally more expensive than gold, so I'm still going diamond.
Yeah, I think diamond, but I really wouldn't care.
Yeah, I mean, I know some of these choices are like, oh well, here and there, but I go diamond.
I was gonna say probably the diamond one because that way I can sell it for the most.
Kenny and Doggin also says diamond. So unanimous diamond.
Like this video or be poor for the rest of your life?
Wow.
Poor. I'm poor. I'm poor.
Yeah, we're poor.
But for the rest of your life.
We're not taking this question
I'm
seriously.
not liking this video.
Yeah, no.
Oh man.
But to everyone watching this video right now, you should hit the like button.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Own a ski resort or own a basketball team?
Basketball team. Bro, you know how much revenue they generate?
Only if they're good.
Oh, well, that too. Well, you better make sure they're good. I mean, like, think about it. Ski resort, it's basically seasonal too. But basketball team,
Yeah.
A.
I'm gonna go with ski resort
All right.
because you get the lift tickets, and then you get the equipment rentals, and then you get the food, and that's all really expensive up there. Plus, then you get to go skiing for free because you own it.
Yeah, but I'm not much of a skiing person, so maybe that's why I went basketball. Kenny says ski
I'd
resort.
rather own like a physical place, so I'd probably go with the ski resort.
Damn, am I the only one with the basketball team? Yeah, I think I'm the only one with the basketball team.
A private Ed
Honestly, I'm
Sheeran
just not much
concert
of a sports guy,
or a Taylor
so.
Swift concert?
Oh my god. I'm going Ed Sheeran.
Can I sell the tickets?
Yeah, I was about to say, but if I had to choose one, like you had to choose one, I'm going Ed Sheeran.
Same here, honestly.
I think so.
I mean, there's a few good songs I like from Ed Sheeran, so.
Like honestly, I don't listen to either of their stuff.
Yeah.
but
Yep.
probably Ed Sheeran between the two.
Well, that was a really quick Ed Sheeran, unanimous.
Dior or Chanel?
Okay.
I don't.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what?
Again, I was
I'm
the most expensive one to say.
I'm skipping it. I'm skipping it. I'm skipping it.
A private
Fair
golf
enough.
course?
Yeah, please, thank you.
Ooh,
Ooh,
private golf course or have a private tennis court?
I mean, that's two totally different terms of scale.
Yeah, but also on
I
top
was
of
gonna
that,
say the golf course is going to be way bigger than the tennis court.
yeah, but also on top of that, it says private. So this is your own personal use, not for like, business or anything like that. But
Golf course, I have to choose the golf course.
but I'm just thinking like the
Like-
golf course was probably more expensive to maintain.
Definitely more expensive to maintain. Yeah.
But if you're a huge golf person, then go ahead. But for me, I would probably go with the tennis court, even though I don't really do tennis.
I guess you
I-
could, like, if you didn't want to pay a lot of maintenance costs, you could just get the tennis court and then rent it out to people. And that could be a good way to get some passive revenue.
Cool. So everyone's so looks like everyone else. Kenny and Doggins is golf.
I think I'm gonna go with the golf course. I'm not gonna do any golf on it. I'm just gonna use it because it's a lot of empty land that I could totally use.
Yeah, exactly. I'm thinking about the land value, like how much
Mhm.
land that you're getting off of that compared
It's
to a
not gonna
tennis
remain
court.
a golf course for long.
Yeah,
but-
hey,
Yeah, I was
yes.
gonna say probably gonna convert it to something else.
Hey, suddenly, I'm starting to like golf. All right, unanimous golf course. When you put it like that,
Would you rather have a personal chef or have a housekeeper?
ooh,
Ooh.
That's a good question because both would be quite nice to have.
Oh yeah.
I mean, would you like to have
Oh,
some really good
man.
food, or would you like to have your house clean for a long time? Um,
Are we going to? Well, I guess we don't have to really take into account money too much, but the personal chef would be probably more expensive.
I would probably go with the housekeeper because I say cleaning and maintaining the house is a little bit more like. Because I mean, like, think about it. It's either if you choose one or the other, it's either you cook your own food or you have to clean your own house. And I say cleaning the house is going to be more difficult. So I would go with the housekeeper.
I think housekeeping is probably the more practical option. But having a chef who knows what the hell they're doing sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Like, could you imagine like having really nice food that's like different every day?
Yeah, I mean,
Like that just
I
sounds
did think about
amazing.
that, but I'd rather have a cleaner house or a clean house most of the time. So I go with housekeeper.
I do
Mm.
love food, but I think having a housekeeper would just be more helpful for me. Like I can figure out how to cook well enough if I have to. It won't be amazing, obviously, but I can get by with that. And if I really want to have like a good meal, like I don't know, my mom's a pretty good cook, so I could just go over to my parents' house and
Rare Poison's already got a personal
Yeah.
chef.
This is really tough, but I am gonna say housekeeper for just keeping everything clean.
Okay. Sounds like everyone can everyone's go for what the Doggin's asking, can you sell the chef's meals though? Damn, dude, this guy he's already having a business. Okay, say for instance, sure. Yeah, go ahead, Doggin. Say sure. Bro, I like how he's constantly thinking the business angle. But I would still go with the housekeeper. Oh man, dude, that's hilarious.
Be part of the royal family or be a celebrity?
What the?
I think that's
Uh.
pretty easy choice, honestly. Well, okay, if you're part of the royal family, you pretty much just get a bunch of shit for free, like just because you're part of the royal family. Celebrity, you can be like scrutinized and stuff like that, but I guess that happens regardless of which one you are.
Well, I mean,
yeah,
the royal
you're a
family.
celebrity in both cases. You're just royal in one of them.
Yeah, I mean the royal family because I say for me I will go with royal family because there's less royal families than celebrities.
That's true.
Not a lot of monarchs lately,
Yeah.
bro. Doggin,
Yeah, I don't know much about the royal families, so
bro. Doggin,
I don't
Doggin
know.
says bring the UK back to its former glory. But it looks like everyone chose royal family.
Would you rather have an indoor
Yeah, I
pool
guess so.
or have an outdoor pool?
Indoor. Because hear me out. Think about it. If you have an indoor pool, you can use it whenever you want, and you don't have to worry about like the outside elements, leaves falling into the pool and things like that. So it's kind of more protected.
Yeah, but an outdoor pool is prettier.
It is prettier, but also
Open a
there's
window.
chlorine they have to take into account as well.
Open the window.
Like I honestly prefer like freshwater swimming versus like chlorine pool water swimming.
Yeah, I go indoor. I'm going indoor.
I'm going outdoor, but you do raise a good point with the chlorine.
Yeah, no. I think
So
yeah, I'm gonna have to go outdoor, I think. Like, yes, it would be nice to take a swim in the winter, but most of the time when you want to go swimming, it's gonna be when it's hot out. So
okay. So looks like we're kind of split on this one.
Eat a gold burger or eat a
Oh,
gold
here it
burger?
is. It's that burger
Oh,
that we saw earlier.
I don't want to eat either,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm about to say.
Like I don't look at that and go, I need to eat that.
Okay, so how much gold is that? Is this tinfoiled or is this like solid gold?
This is tinfoil.
Okay, so I'm guessing
That's
that's
tinfoil wrapped around the actual like the burger itself.
oh, okay, so or maybe it's like gold flakes, I'm guessing, like wrapped around, and this looks like it's just been like wrapped around all over. Like
I don't want to eat either.
I know, I don't want to eat either
When
either.
it comes to selling, like the gold burger, probably.
I mean, with the gold burger, you could just take this and like, probably sell the bun and then just eat the rest.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
what I was thinking, yeah. Just take the bun off, eat the rest, and then do whatever with the gold-plated bun.
Yes, at least
Mhm.
because I'm like, it says eat a gold burger. It didn't say you have to eat all of it. You just have to eat it.
Right, sure. Yeah, probably the gold burger.
Kenny chose ice cream because it's ice cream. Doggin chose ice cream because he doesn't want to eat a golden steak. But I don't think the steak is gold because this looks like a rare patty. So I think the only thing gold here is the bun itself. Okay, so if steaks ain't gold, then burger. Yeah, the steak's not gold. So it looks like one person, Kenny, chose the ice cream and the rest chose the burger.
Louis Vuitton or Gucci?
All right, I'm skipping this one because
Thank you.
I mean, some of the questions it's just like a little bit difficult because we don't know much like the cars and the brands. But wow, Doggin just
Yeah.
straight up said Gucci. He already knew.
Buy a famous painting or buy a vintage car?
Ooh.
Car.
Here's the thing. Famous paintings can actually go for quite a bit. But the thing is,
Yeah.
but the vintage car, it could.
Let's assume that the value of both is about the same, though.
I will go with the vintage car because you could actually use it. The painting, you're just looking at it.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, there's a lot of old cars that like I would love to drive in.
Yeah.
So probably the vintage car.
You know, like the early 1900 cars where you have to like go out in front and like literally crank that engine.
I don't think I'd go with a car that old, but I would probably go with like the Shark or something.
If you wanna
Like,
go-
just an old.
If you want to
style
go
car.
older, then we got a station wagon. Like a stagecoach,
Yeah.
like a stagecoach. You're like, this is the engine. It's called a horse.
Runs on grass.
Yep. Kenny chose painting because the car is going to break down. And Doggin is now asking, do you have unlimited parts for the car?
Mm.
Well, I mean, if it's vintage, if it breaks down, it could be a little bit more difficult to like fix, but still.
Oh, it'd definitely be difficult to fix.
Well, I'm not going to use it like an everyday use. I might like, take it out
Yeah.
once in a while, so that way it could last longer. But still,
Right.
if the value is the same, I'll still go with the car.
I feel like the value would just go up, honestly, over time. Like, when it gets, as it gets older and older, it's going to become more valuable.
Both things will. I'm going with marble. The gold, I don't know, man.
Marble.
Gold's a little much. I'd probably go with marble as well.
I mean, the marble, if it's just for use, yeah, but if this is solid gold, guess who's gonna bring a like a blowtorch and start melting everything down? And you know what? Actually, if it comes to that, I'm gonna take the golden bathroom, melt all the gold, and replace it with the marble bathroom. There you go.
Now you're thinking.
If we're talking about money, I would go golden. But if we're talking about, like, if I would want if someone refurbished your bathroom to look like one of these two, it would probably be marble.
Yeah. So I mean, there's a lot of factors that go into it. But if you look at my scenario, you can melt this thing down, and you could have both, and still have some money left over.
Yeah.
Own a restaurant or own a hotel?
Ooh.
This one's gonna take a moment.
Yo, Doggin says own a
a-
hotel, dude. This guy does not hesitate. I mean, the hotel would have a restaurant too as well. So
Both have their own problems you'd have to deal with owning both. So
yeah, but I say this for me personally, the hotel, because you can have restaurants inside the hotel as well, and people after they eat, they can like go to like their rooms. So I mean, like they have a place to stay and all that. But it also depends on the quality of restaurants too. So I guess that is another factor. But I would still go with the hotel because you could charge like a lot of money just for like one night.
you could, yeah. Yeah, probably hotel. Like, the worst you have to deal with is like really bad tenants, honestly. With restaurant, you have to deal with like, all the food stuff.
Yeah,
and all
like
that.
you gotta like keep the code with like hygiene stuff, and like there's always like constant health inspectors.
Mhm. Well,
think
you
that
do
would help.
sort of have that with hotel a little bit because your room's got to be inspected for mold and all that.
Yeah,
but
fair enough. But I would still go with hotel because you could get a lot of money just from one night, just from one person from one room.
yeah, probably hotel.
Yeah. I guess everyone pretty much chose hotels.
Would you rather live in this villa or this one?
Ooh, let's see.
You lost someone.
Yeah, I know Kenny left. I think he's.
Okay.
I think he said that he really isn't feeling well.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
I
I would kind of. The left one kind of looks a little bit more modernized. The one on the right kind of looks like a palace or a castle.
This is a tricky one. They both look nice.
I know, they actually do.
One definitely looks more like modern and simplified than the other, though.
Mhm.
Yeah.
for sure.
I mean, the one on the right looks like you're trying to make a statement, and the one on the left is just like, just looks a little bit more simple.
Yeah, pretty much like a little small place or like a really big place.
Bro, Doggins
Um,
says the right one is the average Italian mafia villa.
It does kind of look like that, yeah. If
I
we
think-
didn't have to worry about paying for like maintenance costs and all that stuff, I would choose the right one. But if I do have to take that into account, probably the left one.
I think for me, it really depends on the inside because we can't really see the inside of the right one.
Yeah, we can see the left
Um,
one a little bit because it's glass, but the right one, we're a little bit far away. But I'm willing to
If the
assume
right
that it's
one
still pretty good.
If the right one follows like the same classical architecture theme that it has on the outside, I think I'd go with the left one. But if it's like a more modernized inside, just meant for living in, less showy, then the right one.
I would go with the left
Yeah, I
one.
guess
Yeah, I'm going with the left because the right,
Depends how modern it is.
because I don't know, the right kind of looks a little showy for my taste. But so everyone says left.
I'm not committed to a decision.
Yeah, it really there's too many factors in play, honestly, to really sell on one.
How about this? Just by the looks of it, like what you see in these photos, I would still go left.
Left.
Left. Okay, so everyone says left.
Probably left. Left looks more comfy.
Would you rather have the latest Samsung or have the latest iPhone?
Samsung.
Oh no.
Samsung.
Here we go.
Samsung.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go Samsung. I'm not an Apple user.
Yeah, and I mean, like, cause you know what? No, never mind. Samsung. I ain't gonna say. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not trying to start. I ain't trying to start a war.
I actually don't remember which
Ooh.
one's more expensive.
Ruby or
I think
sapphire?
Ruby's
I think-
more expensive.
Sapphires, I think, are. I feel like they're a slightly more rare offshoot of quartz, whereas rubies are their own separate category. I could be wrong,
Right.
though.
Oh, I'm looking it
But I'm
up.
still going to go sapphire because I like them.
Rubies are more expensive than sapphires generally, but
I figured.
I don't know. I mean, like, I kind of like the blue a little bit more because I'm like, I like.
The blue
Yeah.
looks really nice.
Well, I mean, don't get
yeah.
me wrong. The red on the ruby looks really nice as well. But and I both like both colors. But I don't know. I'm a little bit more attracted to the blue, even though it says the ruby's more expensive. I'm going with sapphire.
Yep.
Bro, Doggin.
Yeah, when it comes to looks, the sapphire.
Bro, Doggin went back and forth 3 times. He just said ruby. Wait, then sapphire. No, never mind. Ruby.
Okay.
Okay, so we got one. I think 1 ruby and 3 sapphires.
I think so, yeah. Yeah, the ruby just looks gorgeous.
Yeah. Well, both of them do.
Or go jet skiing.
Oh,
Jet
both
skiing.
are fun.
Ooh.
Because here's why.
I was gonna say, if you got acrophobia, it's pretty simple though.
No, it's not the
Um,
acrophobia for me. It's the fact that you're in a balloon. I mean, it takes 1 bird strike to.
all it takes is someone like getting a pellet gun, just aiming right at your little balloon.
I know it.
Um,
It just takes a 1 bird to piss off, and he's like, "Oh, you want to play?" And then he just scratches the hell out of that thing. Oh my god! But yeah,
both sound so fun though.
I mean that hot air balloon better be bulletproof if I'm going in it. But I would go jet
yeah,
skiing.
they can be sketchy. Oh
I think I'm
man,
going to go with the hot air balloon just because I like being up high and seeing things from above.
Well, then again, if you go jet skiing, say for instance your engine breaks down, then you see a massive shark fin, and then the shark is like, the shark is like,
I was gonna say if you're scared of the ocean, I think the left one's.
I know,
gonna
the
be
jet-
I'm gonna go hot air ballooning. I think that would just be a really amazing view.
I know the shark is gonna be like, oh, you stop now, huh?
Not so tough now.
I know, he's like, not so fast, are you? Oh man, but I know, dude. I like to throw in these scenarios just for fun, but for me, jet skiing.
Gotcha.
Dear God, man, there's 5 more minutes left, and we're at 1 hour.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was gonna go that long, but I'm still having fun though.
Would you rather have a private
Gym.
or have a private
Gym.
spa?
For me personally, I like to work out, and I always bought like equipment for inside my home, because there's like days I just don't want to drive over to the gym, but I do want to work out, so that's why. For me, private gym.
I'm gonna have to go with the spa because I don't usually like work out in gyms that much. Like I don't really use gym equipment. I usually like I'd rather take a run or something like that over
Oh yeah,
using equipment.
oh yeah, same. But
So-
I still rather have a private gym.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to lean towards the spa. I think I'm gonna be using that more.
Okay, Doggin says spa.
I've never used the spa, I think. So I'll go with the gym in the hopes that it'll motivate me to work out more.
Okay. Oh.
I guess.
You just see a lot. You see dust like settling on the dumbbells.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, he's gonna do a bicep curl, and then there's like this dust trail like following. But it looks like we got 2 and 2. We're split.
Nice. I'm cool with that.
But yeah, for me, private gym.
Have a private driver or have a personal trainer?
Well, there you go.
Oh,
There you go.
Ooh.
Poison. You said you want to be
Hey,
motivated.
yeah. I need the personal trainer.
god damn it.
I'm gonna go with the private driver.
I think we should take into account you don't have the gym though. Like if this was just you right now getting one of these two.
I still need a personal trainer. I can drive myself. That's not an issue.
I'm gonna go with
Sure,
driver.
yeah.
Oh, Kenny, you're back.
Welcome back.
But I would personally go with private driver, because I'm like there'll be moments I'll just get in the car and like, all right, let's go.
Yeah, I'll go with the private driver.
Okay. And looks like Doggin chooses driver. All right, so it looks like most people chose the drivers.
Have a bag collection or have a shoe collection?
You want me to skip this one?
Choose. Yeah, or skip. Yeah, just skip.
Yeah.
But if I had to choose one, shoes
Yeah, I was gonna say shoes. I think that's easy choice.
for all of us.
Diamond
Yeah.
necklace or diamond earring?
Skip.
This we could probably also skip. Yeah,
Wait, dude, look
Necklace
at that
or
earring.
you could kill someone with that.
I know, dude. Those look like ninja stars, like shrinkins. You could just like throw those things and get someone.
I'm looking at that hook, and you could do some damage with that.
And you know how like when women are about to
You
fight,
could go fishing.
I know, dude. You know how like when women like they're about to fight, they take off their earrings.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what they're gonna do.
exactly.
They're gonna take it off, but it's not to put it away. They're gonna use that. Bro, dude, the necklace looks like a chandelier.
It
I'm
does.
saying that thing's got so many diamonds on it.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
Man, dude, that's a surefire way of getting robbed.
You're just begging to get robbed.
And you're getting robbed.
Travel by rocket or travel by submarine?
Where?
Anywhere.
Yeah, these are a little vague.
I will go rocket because it's kind of for me.
Rocket?
For me, this is kind of like the the question where it asked about the yacht and the plane. It feels like it's that same question, but dialed up to 11.
No, you know what? Submarine. Because, I mean, the rocket's logistics are just going to be a pain to deal with.
Oh yeah.
So,
oh yeah. Then.
submarines
Oh yeah. Then
more
again,
limited in-
I don't think there's many places rocket can land.
Yeah.
No.
And it didn't say you could get to other planets in a reasonable amount of time. So,
You know what? I'll go submarine. If we're just confined to Earth, then submarine.
I'll think I'll go with rocket because of what happened with the submarine with the Titanic.
Oh, that.
oh,
I'll take my chances.
I mean, I'm assuming it's an actually well-built submarine.
Yeah,
but
because-
you do have a point.
Because you can have bad rockets too.
Yeah.
Like there's been rocket malfunctions.
Can you imagine
I don't
just
know,
like going
man.
up in the
Like-
rocket and then they're like, "Hey, we lost power to all thrusters."
Oh, cool.
I guess if we're talking like practically, probably the submarine. Although launching on a rocket and looking around you as you leave Earth's orbit seems really cool.
Yeah, but it sounds like Kenny chose a rocket and everyone chose submarine.
I don't know. It's too vague for me to give a really solid answer.
Oh, whoa, sorry.
Yeah.
The screen kind of froze a little bit.
Eat a gold steak or eat
Oh my god!
Oh,
Can we skip? It's food again.
Wait, isn't there actually like a restaurant in Turkey like that guy Salt Bay? Like he actually like sells these. He's
that's ridiculous.
no, I'm pretty, and I remember like I saw a picture of his menu. I think he sells like a can of Red Bull for almost like $20. And it's just a can of Red Bull. I'm like, bro, dude, I could just go to a nearest Walmart and get it for like a quarter of that price.
Yeah, but when you're wealthy enough to eat food that's covered in gold, you don't really give a shit about price at that point.
Yeah, but I would probably go with the sushi because look, it's just flakes. I could just like brush that off and I'm good. But this thing
Yeah.
looks like it is someone dipped this in like liquid gold and called it a day.
Yeah,
But I would still go with sushi, but I'll still skip this one.
yeah.
Tesla or Bugatti?
Oh, here we go.
Another car question.
I've always
I think Bugatti. I think I'll probably
Bugatti.
go Bugatti.
Well, here's the thing.
I've
Doesn't the Bugatti like kind of like wear down faster than the Tesla? Because the
Okay.
tires and the engines aren't like normal day use. So if you're using that for like work or traveling quite a bit, then that thing's gonna break down fast.
I don't think you would ever want to use this getting to work and back because
Well, then again, yeah.
of how expensive it would be to fix it.
Mhm.
Like you would be using this thing to like go to a racetrack or something. Like you would not be using this for practical use.
I don't,
There are Teslas that are economic and can be more practical.
Bro, Doggin said Bugatti, if you go 300 miles per hour, your tanks run out in 10 minutes. Well, first of all, how are you gonna get that thing to 300 miles per hour?
Slingshot.
You'd be
Slingshot.
surprised.
Yeah, but you guys want me to just skip this one?
Sure.
Okay.
I'll
Yeah.
go with the Tesla because of autopilot.
Yeah, I'll probably go with Tesla
I've always
because
been a fan
a
of
little bit
Tesla.
more like everyday use.
My biggest problem with Tesla is you can't even access your engine unless you bring it to a Tesla specific mechanic. Like you can't work on the car yourself. You have to bring it to one of their designated mechanics, which is my biggest issue.
Got it. All right, sleep in an igloo or sleep in an overwater villa. I would go with this overwater villa.
I think
I'll
I'd have
go-
to side with that one. Like, I'd rather be in the nice, like, island tropical place than, sleeping in a freezing cold place.
Yeah, I'll go with the villa.
Dog and As.
I would normally.
Dog and As is the igloo near the northern lights. I don't even know, man.
Maybe? I don't know.
That could be anywhere. I would normally go with the cold option because I love the snow and the cold. But really, the novelty of that's just a little hut, and I
Yeah.
think it'd be way cooler to have that.
Yeah, I think it's a space thing.
Water platform.
Yeah, I think it's a space thing.
Exactly the same reasoning for me. Yeah.
Overwater villa.
Like, we all wanted to be with the sled dogs in Lapland. Like, I think we know where our preferences lie.
All right, everyone got villa.
Apartment or this apartment?
Ooh.
Left.
So one's a skyscraper and one's by the
Yeah, this one
ocean?
looks like it's by the water.
Yeah. I can't tell if that's the ocean or just a body of water.
I think it's a body of water because look, you can't see anything around it. This kind of
I'm choosing the one on the right. I don't want to be in a city.
okay.
I think I'll be in the city.
So left, okay. Personally, I would go with the one on the left. Doggin chooses left.
Interesting. Okay.
What about you, Poison?
I'm a sucker for views, so I gotta go for the left.
Okay, so 4 left,
Huh?
one,
Okay, fair
one
enough.
right.
I don't know. The view's kind of cool, but it's like, I don't know.
Doggin-
Just a bunch of
Doggin says
Stuff.
gotta throw fake money out the windows and troll people. I like how
I'd probably fall for that.
I know, dude. I like how he's able to like think these like kind of angles.
Yep.
Would you rather have unlimited chocolate or have unlimited candy?
Chocolate.
Ooh.
Oh, I got a sweet tooth.
Candies can be like a lot of different things, though.
Yeah, I mean, chocolate. It's only like
Like,
what
it's
white
a large
chocolate.
blanket of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, chocolate. It's only like white chocolate, dark chocolate here and there. So I guess it comes down to like variety, and if you're more like into like sugar and sweets rather than this.
Isn't chocolate a form of candy, though? Am I wrong on that?
Yeah, kind
I
of.
think it is.
So I think you could kind of like cheat the system, and if you choose right, then you can actually have some chocolate
Yeah,
too.
I was gonna say, if we're going by technicalities here, I think candy would just cover chocolate as well.
Yeah, but
If we want to get technical about it.
yeah, but I think this one may have been like unlimited candy, but excluding chocolate. I think that's what it meant to be. But
Yeah.
I'll still go with the candy.
We'll go with that just because it makes the most sense.
I'll just go with the candy
Um,
still. I mean, if it means never eating chocolate again, but still, I'll go candy.
Honestly,
Let's go with
candy
candy.
just covers so much. Like,
Yeah.
I have to go with candy.
Candy.
I gotta stick with chocolate.
So we got one chocolate, and everyone else chose candy.
Here's a question: would Reese's count as a chocolate or a candy?
I think it counts as chocolate because that
I
thing
was
is
thinking
smothered
that
in
falls
chocolate.
under-
Yes.
Yeah.
Both.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, when you think of stuff like that, it's like, yeah, I don't know.
Okay, would you be a famous actor or singer?
Actor.
Actor.
Actor, because I suck at singing.
Actor, yeah,
Same.
actor. You make so
I want to
much.
jump out of plane.
Actor because you make more money. Well, I mean, like a singer, you can also like have songs and collect royalties out of it. But still, I would choose an actor.
Yeah, they probably should have made it more like a band, like a famous like a music, producer or something like that. That way, it could have been a little more vague instead of just specifically singer. But
Yeah, I guess. I mean, there are a lot of factors that can go into it.
yeah, plus you don't have to be a traditional actor. You could be like a voice actor.
That's true.
Be a VIP at the Met
I would be a
Gala
voice actor if I could choose.
or be a VIP at the Oscars. So basically, do you want to see?
I don't want to be in either of these places.
I know. So basically, if I'm not an expert, but I know the Oscars are like for the best movie and all that. I don't know what the Met Gala was.
I have no idea what the Met Gala. Oh wait, isn't that like the fashion walk? Like when people have their outfits and they walk down this line.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like
I don't
you see like
remember.
oh yeah, yeah, it is. Basically it's like showing off like one of the most extravagant costumes and all that.
So you either get to look at crazy clothing or you get to sit in the best seats at the Oscars for the year.
I'm going Oscars. I mean like some of the clothes I've actually seen on YouTube is crazy. I'm like, who designed this?
Quite frankly, I'm not really interested in either, but if I had to show up to one of them, probably the Met Gala.
Really? I would go to Oscars because at least everyone's in normal clothing.
I feel like the Met Gala would be quicker. Like I could get out of there sooner.
Yo,
I was just thinking, Oscars, I don't know. I'm in a chair. If I'm bored, I can just fall asleep.
there you go.
I don't know, I feel like I have some funny stories about the way people are dressed at the Met Gala.
Bro, Doggin says Ice Spice is at the Oscars, so he's choosing Oscars.
Fair enough.
All right, well, you got your reasons.
Would you rather live in New York or live in Tokyo?
Tokyo.
Tokyo, hands down, Tokyo.
That was quick.
I've never been to either one, but
Tokyo's a lot safer.
When I was really young, I was in New York.
because
Tokyo, I want to visit. It's on the bucket list, but I have not gone there.
because here's the thing, the Japanese, they're really like, I don't want to say strict, but they're like, yeah, a lot cleaner. They're more focused on sanitations and all that. So that's one
Yeah,
of the
I've
reasons.
heard some horror stories about New York and their sanitation and all the shit that's going on there right now.
And also, man, sushi.
I don't want to be anywhere near that.
And sushi, man, dude, I'm a sucker for sushi. So
ooh, that's true.
I mean, I get to live in like Japan. Like Japan's got its own issues. Don't get me wrong, but I would love to like change the scenery and live in Tokyo.
yeah, I'm going
I
Tokyo.
think that would be cool.
I think I'd give Tokyo a shot, I guess.
Okay, so it looks like everyone pretty much got Tokyo.
Tokyo.
Yep.
I don't know. Japan's such a neat place. So
Have Apple headphones or have Marshall headphones?
I don't know much about this.
I mean, I don't know much about this either. Probably Marshall. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm skipping. I'm skipping this one.
Yeah,
I'll
this
take
one's.
both. I'll take both.
Both.
Yeah, both of them. Give me both.
Maserati or Aston?
And our car question. Can we skip?
Yeah, but I mean, if I really had to choose one, I'm probably gonna go Maserati. I've been like wanting that car like when I was younger. And dude, look at that thing. And dude, black on black looks clean.
It looks cool.
Yeah, that looks really clean.
Would you rather fly first class or take a private jet?
Okay,
I think
there's a lot of
What
things that
kind of
can
question is
influence
that?
this. Like,
there's a lot of stuff.
is it just
factored
one
into
time
it, yeah.
or like you have a private jet?
I'm gonna assume it's one trip.
Okay,
Like you get one
Okay.
trip somewhere on one of these.
I'll think first class.
yeah, because I would go first class if it's just one trip. Because think about it, first class you have people that will accommodate you. Private jet, I mean, sure you have the space and everything, but you gotta pretty much do things on your own and things like that. Because it doesn't really say like if there's gonna be like staff or anything.
Honestly, even if I wasn't accommodated on the private jet, I'd prefer the private jet just because it's my own space.
I mean, that
I don't
too,
have
but-
to worry about like people near me or anything like that.
Yeah, that too. But I mean, like the size I've seen like for first class, I don't think you really have to worry about it.
You don't generally know. Plus, they're comfier seats and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But
I've seen first class stuff, and some of them have like beds, like full on like beds.
Yeah.
okay,
I think it
I've
depends what they
I
mean
never
by a
class. So
private jet. Because do they just mean like a charter company where, yeah, sure, you're the only one on the plane, but you're just paying them to fly you somewhere? Or do they mean like an actual private jet?
I'm
Because-
assuming they mean actual private jet.
Because those, you can have beds, you can have wait staff on them, you can have whatever you want on them. It's your jet.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm just like basically going off of like the photos a little bit, so that's why. Because it's, but I would still go first class just even though if it's just one trip.
Private, I like having the space to myself.
Tight. Doggin says first class.
I think if it's just one trip, I'd go first class just to experience that.
Okay. And Kenny, what did you say?
That's fair.
I think
I think Kenny said first class.
yeah, I think so too. Yeah, we still. Yeah, Doggin. I know.
Yes, first class.
He says we have one more minute left, and yeah, we've been here for almost an hour and a half.
Yeah, because we keep yapping.
Hey,
Which, I mean, that's the whole entire point of this,
Yeah.
so.
Or buy a
Island.
skyscraper.
Island.
Just one option. Choose
Island,
wisely.
yeah.
island, man.
I mean, it could be a really shitty island, but probably island.
I mean, you could do a lot with the
At
island.
least you
still.
own your own island.
Yeah, and you could do a
but
lot.
it's your
I'll-
own island, like, yeah.
It's land. I mean, a skyscraper. There's
Yeah.
only so much you could do.
Yeah, no, I'd have to agree. Even if the land isn't that great, I'd probably go with the island.
Yeah, I mean, like even if
I
it's this one
think
right here, like small, you could still like do so much, and it gives you more options.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think I'll go with the skyscraper because I can like rent it out to like different big companies.
Yeah, I mean,
You could.
yeah, you could too.
That's true.
Well, I'm gonna rent.
You could also rent out the private
Yeah,
island.
I was about to say.
I do think the skyscraper has more money making potential, but I'd still rather have my own
Island, like your own
I
little
just
tree.
want-
that's isolated
wanna
from
have
the
the
rest of
land.
the world.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm more interested in the land than the actual, like, structure.
yeah. I mean, the structure you could like replace easily, but land, it's always gonna be something people will fight over.
Exactly.
Mm.
Space is king.
Would you
I think we have
rather
2
a
left.
bowling alley or have a pool?
Ooh,
Oh.
bowling or a pool table?
It's
Honestly,
not just a
probably
pool table,
bowling.
though, it's a pool table room.
Pool table room. I mean, a lot can happen in a pool table room as well. I mean, there's pool tables.
That
But
is true.
You could also put a lot
It
into
does
it.
specify room.
Are those arcades in the back of the pool table room,
kind of.
or are those
Looks
like
like
ping
it.
pong
It
machines?
looks like speakers and kind of like that. Looks like speakers, but dude,
I mean, there can be stuff in the bowling alley too. Like, you could probably put in arcade machines and stuff in the bowling alley.
yeah, but just as bowling
Um,
alley, it didn't say bowling alley room or anything like that, so that's a little vague. But for me, I'd probably go with the pool table room. Because I mean, I do play pool. I mean, sure, bowling's fun, but I'll still play pool with some of my guys.
Yeah, I'll go with pool.
I think
Probably
the pool
bowling.
table room is.
Okay. So Vendrix, you say bowling?
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna be bowling a lot more than playing pool.
Fair enough.
So that's why I'm going with that option.
So 4 pool table, 1 bowling.
Would you rather live in a castle or live in a
Modern.
Oh, this is like the last question. Remember?
Yeah.
Remember the other question?
Yeah.
With the, like, would you rather own this or this?
I say modern villa.
Castle.
I was gonna say, castle doesn't
This-
really have modern accommodations inside, right? So
Yeah, originally, but I mean, you could probably like
villas are a lot smaller than castles. Are.
yeah, but I mean, like with the castle, you could probably
When
like
they
refit the
talk
whole
about
thing.
Castle. When they talk about castle, is it like a real castle or the picture?
That's a good question.
I'm pretty sure
That is a good.
I'm pretty sure
question,
they mean,
because
like,
that's
actual
not an
castle.
I'm pretty sure it's not a real castle.
like
so,
like medieval.
oh, a medieval castle. That sounds so freaking cool,
yeah.
though. Like, just be like, oh yeah, I own a castle. Like, probably not as practical as owning a modern villa, but like, you get to brag you have a castle, man.
Although I do have to say, even if it is, as in that picture there, it would be really cool to just say that you own a mansion deep in the
Mhm.
woods like that.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, I'm still going with the modern villa.
I think the modern
I
villa is
think-
more practical, but I think I would end up choosing the castle.
Doggin
I think I'll
says
go with the castle.
Doggin says castle because he can lock people in the dungeon.
That sounds about right.
I think the villa's more of a set in stone thing where you know what you're getting. But I wanna
Yeah.
take a chance and go with the castle and hope that it
Exactly.
ends up being really cool.
Wait, but
Uh-huh.
here's the thing. I've seen a lot of ghost videos of like people exploring abandoned castles. So that's why I'm a little scared too. Like I'm gonna go in there, and next thing you know, there's like a spirit at the other end of the hallway.
I mean,
Hey, free friends.
that just
Good friends,
sounds
you
like it's an even cooler castle than you bargained for. I'm cool. with
Yeah.
that.
Then shit, hell no. I'm gonna be selling. I'm gonna be
I
selling.
don't know. That stuff just doesn't scare me. Like, it really doesn't. If the area really is haunted, that just means that your place has a reputation. It's even cooler than it originally was.
If there's spirits in the castle, just hit it with a cross.
Looks like we got to the end of the video, guys.
We finally got there. Woohoo!
Wow.